Max and Chloe are gone, but that doesn't mean that Life is Strange is over. The sequel, Life is Strange 2, is an enormous departure from the world that developer Dontnod created when it first brought us to Arcadia Bay in 2015. The turbulent supernatural coming-of-age drama remains, but after just one episode, it's clear we're going in a very different direction. While Life is Strange was a supernatural mystery, Life is Strange 2 is a road trip story. You play as Sean Diaz, a 16-year-old Hispanic boy living in the suburbs of Seattle. From the opening of the game, Sean is woven into the kind of social tapestry you'd recognise from any pop culture portrayal of American high school life. Sports and schoolwork clash with part-time jobs and illicit parties. Sean has to juggle best friends, bullies and awkward crushes. It's an opening that's immediately welcoming. The snapshots of Sean's life and personality are more detailed than anything Dontnod has produced so far. You're able to read back through weeks of text conversations with his friends, his dad and his athletics coach. There's a fascinating story waiting to be told in this opening, but you'll never actually get to see it. Why? Well, things go very wrong for Sean and his younger brother Daniel, and they're forced to flee their home. The sequence in which this happens is one of the episode's most powerful moments. It combines one of America's current socio-political fears with supernatural drama, creating a literally stunning finale to the episode's first act. Unfortunately, this makes what comes next a little underwhelming. Life is Strange 2's first episode suffers from something of a slow burn, as Sean and Daniel travel from the chaos of suburbia into the quiet wilderness of the Pacific Northwest. The forest that Sean and Daniel explore is a beautiful environment, with trickling streams weaving between towering conifers, drenched in the fading sunlight of an autumn evening. A scene in which Sean and Daniel prepare to make camp for the night offers more player freedom than anything else in the series. Daniel is constantly watching Sean for guidance. Your decisions in the game shape him as much as your own future, but he's also very much his own person. He explores and chatters and plays just as any child would, and you're free to let him wander should you want to. But the puzzle elements that Max had to contend with in her game are absent, making for a sequence that brings the episode's pacing to a screeching halt. Thankfully, there's plenty more to contend with as the episode progresses. Sean and Daniel are carrying little more than the clothes on their backs, and in late October food and shelter is hard to come by, especially for two boys with just a few dollars between them. You'll be genuinely torn at times, knowing that Daniel will remember your actions, but desperation will force you into wanting to steal food and clothes to help keep him fed and warm. To cope with that hardship, you'll have to enlist the help of people that you meet on the road, but that's no easy task in a story that's clearly shaped by the politics of the real world. It doesn't take long before the game's Hispanic brothers, now on the run from the police, discover that the world beyond the city is very different to the one they've always known. Seattle may be a Democratic stronghold, but southern Washington is definitely Republican, and Dontnod has tackled that divide head on.
Could you spare a little food or something?
Do you mind? We're kind of busy. Thank you.
Yeah.
As one character tells Sean, everything is political, and that's a theme that you should expect to show up throughout the upcoming episodes. It's a bold and admirable approach. Life is Strange Season 1 was a game that let you rewind the clock to try and change events before they happened. It was a game in which you, like main character Max, were always second guessing yourself. Life is Strange 2 has done away with that approach, lending a sense of immediacy to your actions. Sean is making everything up as he goes along, and he has to contend with not only the consequences of your choices, but what those same choices say to Daniel too. So far, however, your knowledge of the supernatural power at your disposal is minimal. Like Max, it's something you don't understand, but this time there's no way to undo your actions, and there's no Chloe egging you on. Looking back, there's a sense that Max's powers brought you to roughly the same place no matter what you did, but in Life is Strange 2, powers have monumental impact. The first episode of Life is Strange 2 struggles to find its feet at times. It dangles what feels like a comforting, familiar narrative in front of you before ripping it to pieces, and then unfurling an overwhelmingly broad world in front of you. Rest assured, however, that the same love and attention has been poured into Sean and Daniel as Max and Chloe before them, and you'll soon understand them as well as any of the series' other major characters. It's very different on the outside, but on the inside this is still a Life is Strange game, and we're excited to see what Dontnod does with this far wider narrative scope. And that's our review of Life is Strange 2 Episode 1. If If you want even more, you can head over to the website at PCGamesN.com where you can read our full written review. If you liked the video, please do click the like button below, and while you're there, why not hit that subscribe button too. But until next time, good luck, have fun, and make sure you make all the right choices.